Today, I'm taking you to the clingiest place in the Philippines, Siargao!
Hindi pa ako nakapagbawas, pwede na dito.
Hindi, wala na po niluto.
Welcome to the Jimmy! So cute! My husband and I spent 4 days and 4 nights with two of his college best friends and their partners. So one is actually a secretly married couple, and then the other one is about to be engaged. So magpropose si Kuya in Siargao, and I'm just so excited because this is the first time that I am witnessing a proposal and that I am involved in it. So super duper exciting. The last time that I was in Siargao was 7 years ago. 7 years, 2018. So sobrang tagal na. And I just remember that time that I was just so captivated by the place. I'm really excited to see it again, and I'm really hoping that it's still as magical as it was. Did you know na wala ng direct flight from Manila to Siargao? Actually, can't recall how we did last time. But for this time, we booked from Clark to Siargao kasi yun is direct. So, road trip muna to Clark. We decided to bring a car because the parking fees in Clark International Airport are actually quite reasonable. And we really needed a car because we were flying straight to Singapore after we arrived from Siargao. Otherwise, there's a P2P option to Clark. Oh my gosh, hindi ko suot yung wedding rings ko. Teka lang. Suot ko na. While waiting for our flight to board, we had baon, which is all fudge cookies. They are the hottest cookies in town right now. A lot of vloggers saying that these are the best cookies, and I would agree because they are very thick, very rich, very fudgy, super duper good. Another fun fact is that Clark Airport actually got a major glow up when Changi Airport, the #1 airport in the world, came in. So they didn't build Clark Airport from scratch, but they took over running it, so upgrading the terminals and upgrading the service to like Changi level world-class service. That's why it feels so smooth and modern now. Like meron ng self-check-in and self bag drop, and I just found it really, really cool. So since it was an early flight, we couldn't check in the hotel or the Airbnb that we rented just yet. And because of that, nag-ikot-ikot muna kami and found a place that would rent out cars, and we rented out a Fortuner. And while we were in the car, I took this time to get to know more about the couple about to be engaged, si Ate Julie and Kuya Justin, because it was actually my first time meeting them.
First time ko makasama si Justin. Tanong natin yung love story nila. May narinig ko na siya from reliable source.
Ganda ko siya sa
Patrick! Nag-chat siya!
family nila. Tapos 26. Kata ko na siya. Tapos, nagmas kami sa bangko.
Ang tagal na na!
Tagal niya ako pinangarap, pinapad ko lang.
Pogi
Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, ikaw yung nakikita ko sa church dati. Ganun. Tapos
Tapos naniwala ka naman.
naniwala siya na eh. Hindi, sabi niya nga, di niya daw ako re-replyan dapat. Tapos naalala niya lang na minention ko na doon ako nag-church. Tapos
Ano matagal niya rin kami nagsisip online.
Oo nga kasi pandemic. Tapos kailan yung officially naging girl?
2022 din. Mga mga 1 month lang kami
Anong date?
April 2.
Yes, after April Fool.
Nagbulaan mo na sila ng April 1.
Jawa na pa tayo? Okay.
Sino nagtanong?
Ako. Oo, ako.
So we drove around to look for food for a really good breakfast. We passed by Afam Bridge, but at this time, yung Afam Bridge wasn't like lit yet. Apparently, like it changes in the night. And then finally, we ate at Isla Cocina.
Ang afam?
Di ba maraming
Afam
nakatawa?
O'Clock.
Afam mo ko. Julie, alam mo bang mas matanda siya ng sobra?
Sino?
Grabe naman sa sobra.
Oo. Kala ko nga magiging sugar daddy ko kaya ako ginawa.
After brunch at Isla Cocina, we headed straight to Secret Beach. And it was actually my first time going to Secret Beach. I didn't go here the last time that we went. There are no entrance fees here, but do prepare some cash for the chairs. Kasi yung chairs that Kuya Mark and Ate Erica rented were like 150 for a pair. Me and my husband, we just borrowed their mat and just lay on the sand and I was watching my husband na nagtatampisaw doon. It was my first time here and it is very peaceful. It is called Secret Beach for a reason. And you know, there were a few other guests who were there. Super, super simple. It's a quiet beach if you wanna chill somewhere. So nag-snacks ulit ako dito and yung cookies ko naman are from Kuya Mark's sister, Mary Grace. Not Mary Grace the chain, but Mary Grace the person. Then our Airbnb was finally ready, so we went back to check in.
Ay! Ito ba yung may-ari ng bahay? Ay!
Saan mo sila manood?
The next agenda, matulog kasi puyat kaming lahat.
Problema kasi pag natulog.
Ito yung sunset.
Ako ang bilis na tayo, tapos clouds na. 4 ready na, yung 4.
Sobrang late na kami nagising, like mga 5 na or past 5 and syempre yung maura pa rin tayo. Hindi sure kung tama yung pagdali ko. Okay, so from day one, we already wanted to cover all of the iconic spots, especially in General Luna. So Cloud 9 was definitely our number one. We went there, took some pictures, and you know, just really enjoyed the Cloud 9 breeze, watch people surf.
Or mag-add na lang din ako para... Idol, dito ka pala! Oh, dito rin siya! Ala siya yung may kilay! Siya ba yun? Yung may kilay.
May kilay.
Talagang pinag-aralan ko na lang paano magkilay ng maayos.
Ikaw nagpa-pluck or pinapathread mo?
Pinapatrend.
Wala rin akong patience for ano eh.
Ayoko.
Ang sakit. Palimos nga. Pang Siargao lang.
I remember seeing a lot of ads for this on Instagram, which is Isla Corgis. I'm not even sure if they were ads or like it was just organic because I love dogs very much. I have a corgi at home. His name is Dollar. He is the cutest. And day one pa lang, miss na miss ko na yung corgi namin, si Dollar.
The corgi, kuko mo. Ano papi? Oh, sorry.
Wala. Pwede silipin lang? Pwede po, palibog na po natin. Yan. Ito sa video.
Oh my God!
Gumawa ni Dollar dito.
Sana na? Baby puppy! Baby came in my sleeping.
Cute.
The first ever corgi cafe in the Philippines.
So we reached there and we saw the corgis, but we weren't able to go in because you need reservations. So if you do want to go to Isla Corgis and play with the corgis and have like really good, I heard that their snacks and their coffee is also good. So please do reserve in advance because they only have limited slots in a day.
Nagtayo na lang tayo ng ganito sa La Union. Kasi magagalit mo yung owner. Sabihin ko partnership na lang din. Hindi ko lang natin corgi pero tricolor yung sa atin.
Alright, and then of course, kahit nasa Siargao tayo, kailangan pa rin natin ng kape. So this time we went to Cafe Kokomo, which just opened their new spot in Cloud9, and I tried their very iconic Spanish latte. My husband had the salted caramel, which is also a bestseller. I really loved it, especially the Spanish latte. Yeah, it's my personal favorite, and it's not too sweet. Yan talaga pag tumatanda na. No? So it's not too sweet. I really love it. And of course, speaking of iconic spots in Siargao and General Luna, you cannot miss Kermit. So we ate at Kermit the first time that we went there. My mom was so impressed because you can really like see them bake the pizzas for you like on the spot, and they were using fresh ingredients. So my mom would always say like, oh, the chef was picking out the basils to put on the pizza straight from the plant, which is really cool. And ganun pa rin ngayon. So brick oven. The place has expanded, I think. Now they have yoga other than the store. They have a surfing camp. Super duper cool. Super cool, and the food is just as good. Even if not even better than before. Super sarap.
Ang ganda ng likod!
Likod din.
Paano mo nagawa yan? Wala kang bra? Okay.
Ako? May full tape.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Ako bra.
Invest na lang sa iba, no?
Invasive.
Day 2 started with a breakfast that came with our Tri-Island private tour with Gotmarked. Now, Gotmarked, meron silang pa-breakfast whether it's a private tour or a joiner, so super suited. Let the tour begin.
That's not really good. Thank you.
My love. Sawa kong nag-buo na nun.
My name is Ernst. Yes, I will be your guide for today. So, our destination for today will be Tree Island Happy, the famous island, and General Luna, Siargao, which is Naked Island, Dapo Island, and then Uyang Island.
So we did the Tri-Island tour back in 2018 and I really enjoyed it. The first stop for us, medyo iba lang yung order ng islands na we went to back then. But for this trip, the order was Naked Island and then Dapo Island, where we're gonna have lunch, and then Buyam Island. So first stop was Naked Island.
Here to Naked, so it's like 8 hours on the way.
8 hours?
Wala na.
Hanap din tayo ng corner natin. Doon tayo. Center there. Ganda ng water!
Hindi pa ako nakapagbawas. Pwede na dito.
Yeah! Nakakita na dito sa kasi.
Finally time to debut my new skinny legend self. Just kidding, but yeah, I did lose a lot of weight and fat specifically for this trip. I did the 3-month challenge, and the results and the whole process, I'm sharing it on TikTok at Happy Me. So please go check that out. Then in this island, our tour guide, our ferry guide mother, offered us drone services for 600 pesos per island. So we get to choose naman which islands we want the drone services for. So we chose this island, and the results are just amazing. I think it's very, very worth it if you want to try it. So nabudol ako ng pang snorkel at the start of the tour, and dito namin siya nagamit. Well, honestly, we should have asked kasi there's really no snorkeling spots naman in the Tri-Island, I think, or in the tour. I don't know, maybe we should have asked, but yeah, dito ko lang siya nagamit. Okay, now here are the highlights of this trip. It was raining, sobrang maulan in Daku Island when we were there. So, lakad-lakad kami ni husband, ganyan. Tapos, nung medyo lumakas na yung ulan, we decided na, silong muna tayo. So, we found this like empty cottage by the beach, and the other side of the beach, kasi doon na kami inabot. And it was just so cozy. It was so cozy. And then, we went missing.
Madam, sir, kakain na tayo. Nakatulog kayo.
Nakatulog kami.
So yun, nakatulog kami, and then it was already lunchtime. Hindi kami ma-reach ng friends kasi in airplane mode namin parehas yung phones namin. Please don't do that. But we were doing it to save battery for photos, etc. Boodle fight. I really loved the boodle fight. The food was really good. It's not a Siargao trip without a yummy boodle fight. Okay, lastly, it's Guyam Island time. So Guyam Island, Daku is big, right? So naked is definitely naked. Daku is Daku because it's big, it's ducks. And then we have Guyam Island, which it's called Guyam. I thought Guyam was small, was Bisaya or something for small, but apparently it's a type of bird that used to live there. Guyam Island, still rainy, but it was just pretty chill. So we played ball, tapos we swam a bit, and then there was a shack that was selling like nachos, mango shakes, and this special food that they had that they called the secret burger. The secret burger. Then may jewelry shop beside it. It's a local jewelry shop. And syempre, nabudol na naman tayo.
May mango na ilasin ni secret.
Di ako mapili ang dharma gaganda.
Ganda nga.
Bubudulan din ka. Bumalik ka rin.
I bought this ring. I don't have this with me. So I bought this ring that looked like dollars ears from the side. It looked like corgi ears. So super cute. This was the last island. There was supposed to be like one more island. It's called Secret Island, I think. Daming secret na. But it's only visible, I think, if it's like low tide. And we also didn't have enough time for it, so we just skipped it. After the Tri-Island tour, we went back to mainland, General Luna, freshened up a bit, and yeah, so for this evening, our goal was to go to a Afam Bridge and maybe have a night out also.
Okay, so attention for the last. So, in behalf again for today's tour, everyone, so thank you again for choosing Siargao as your destination. So this is Herns, your official tour guide, now signing off. Thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of your day. Yes.
Then we went to Afam Bridge. Start the trip on day 1, wala pang laman yung Afam Bridge because we went in the morning. But yes, in the afternoon, it does get pretty like alive and kicking. This is what Afam Bridge looks like in the afternoon.
Uy! Ang daming tao nga! At Afam Bridge. ito nakikita. Daw, parang puro local naman yun.
So many like street food, and they have a very famous shawarma which the boys ate while we were taking cutesy pics in Sunset Cafe.
Oo nga eh.
And for nightcap, we went to Barbosa for some dinner and dancing. My husband wakes me up and I immediately knew something was wrong. He has gone to the bathroom so many times and he was so warm, as in he was burning, and then he was shivering. I was so scared because like, oh my gosh, I think I know what's happening. I suspected it to be food poisoning. So good thing, meron kaming paracetamol and Ursiflor and all of those first aid medicine and first aid kits. Please don't forget to bring them every time you travel, because you never know. Like we were just lucky because the Airbnb we booked was right beside a Watson's. Not right beside, but it's like a few steps beside a Watson stores. So the only one actually in Siargao. What happened there, I went downstairs and I grabbed off the Gatorade that we had. And then I saw Kuya Mark, who apparently, I didn't know at that time na nagtinamaan din siya. Tapos, siya pa yung inutusan ko no, na umakyat and bring us bananas, bring us ointment so that I can massage him. So I am so dense because I didn't realize that Kuya Mark had it worse. So he was also vomiting. So my husband just had fever, not just, but had fever and then like diarrhea. And then Kuya Mark was having those plus vomiting. So they had to rush him to the hospital in General Luna. Total damage, 13K. 13K. My gosh, so my husband said na okay na pala ako. Gumana naman yung pag-Gatorade natin and paracetamol at Ursiflora and Vicks and socks. Talagang nag-work pa rin talaga yun. We still don't know what it was at this point, but we have an idea. There was a shack that was selling like special food that they had that they called the Secret Burger. The Secret Burger. So the couple that was not affected, which was the couple na dapat ma-engage sa day na to, went out for breakfast and got us breakfast from Andy Eigenman's cafe. I ordered protein pancakes. There were chocolate with bananas for breakfast. Saktong sweetness. Actually, it wasn't very sweet at all. Toast with mushrooms and eggs for my husband, just to make sure that these are, you know, I wouldn't say bland because they tasted really good and they were really well made by the cafe. But yeah, to help him recover. Sorry, because while all that was happening, I'm not gonna lie, I was so excited because the Jimneys were gonna be delivered to our house. So we rented out 3 Jimneys, so 1 for each couple. I really want a Jimny. I really want it as a car, like as a personal car, but like, so super excited. Everyone was having a situation, pero somebody had to receive the Jimneys. It wasn't me, it was Kuya Justin. I really want a Jimny, man.
Extra challenge. Hindi. Hawakan mo. So cute!
Welcome to the Jimny! It's so cute! Help!
I really want a Jimny. So today, matatry namin siya. And good luck kung ibabalik ko pa to.
Today, was proposal day and muntik pang hindi matuloy because of the food poisoning incident. But thankfully, around noontime, my husband was feeling better. And since he can, already move and all, nakabalik din si Kuya Mark from the hospital, we carried out the plan. So we were supposed to go to, I think, 3 places. So the coconut plantation, and then the lagoons, right? So Secret Lagoon, and then there's also Magpupungko. But before that, me and my husband were assigned flowers for the proposal. So we looked for flowers in Siargao, which I realized wala pa masyado, so that's a great business idea if you're thinking of opening a shop in Siargao. First place we went to, already out of stock kasi it was already noontime. And then the second one was a bit further down, but we found one.
Si Prince Charming.
Para tayo kakasalunan. Tingnan mo naman yung outfit natin. Chimney fans here. So we're gonna get flowers. It's so cute, babe. Oh. So sabi ni Julie, nalikot ko daw kagabi. Bakit tayo bumaba? Lagyan mo muna ko sa lampas. Ito.
Here? This one?
Pero feeling ko hindi alam ni Julie. So better yun. Ito na, skin ko ba? Nice ka.
Coconut plantation view. We didn't go here the first time that we went. It is another first for me in Siargao. You know what's better than the view? The view is amazing, by the way. It's the photographers. It's the local photographers. So the local kuyas there who you hand your phone to and take your photos. This place is famous for like the human drone. So he is here. So they're here. But other than that, I mean, just look at the photos that we had. The chimney as couples, 3 couples. And it was also Kuya here who has helped us orchestrate yun, the proposal. Kasi siya yung may idea na, okay, actually wala nag-usap masyado eh. I remember this time my husband was telling si Justin to, dito ka na mag-propose kasi maganda. I think Justin wanted a different spot. But yeah, then nag-clear yung mga tao. And Justin was like, okay, let's do it. And then sobrang galing ni Kuya kasi siya yung nagsabi nung gagawin nila.
Sunod nyo sa akin, ma'am. Balik kayo kay sir.
Ano lakad to, eh?
Hindi, ikaw lang sa pag magtakit. Takpan nyo yan, ma'am, ha? Tapos sunod kayo sa akin, ma'am, ha?
Okay.
Tapos pag nasa magtakit, ma'am, hanggang dito lang, ha? Balik kayo agad kay sir. Okay?
Kaya mo yan.
Baba muna, ma'am, sir. Sigaw muna kayo ng I love Siargao, ha? Okay, kaway lang muna. At baba muna. Ang balik ko po, ma'am. Tapos nyo, ma'am. Yan, lakad kayo dito, ha? Pagbalik, hanggang dito lang kayong lakad, ha? Tapos balik kayo kay sir. Okay?
I love Siargao!
Ayun. Balik kayo kay sir.
Congrats, pare! Congrats!
From a secret proposal, now we go to Secret Lagoon. So again, another first for me. We didn't go here the last time, but yeah, so it's a kayak ride. We also availed of a drone to take some shots. And at the end of like the ride through the lagoon, there's another photo spot. So where you can swim and sobrang lamig. Sabi ng asawa ko, ganun pala yung pakiramdam na naging hotdog kasi ang lamig ng tubig, guys.
May punta kami sa inyo.
Dami na kami. Nagpapagawa ka. Sige. Oh, magaling ka na ulit.
Did you really go to Siargao if hindi ka nagmotor? We decided to rent a motorcycle from Isla Motors. Even if we heard that in the past, so yung first Siargao trip nila without me and my husband, na-aksidente na tong isang friend namin, si Justin Aparente. The same hospital, tapos 13K din yung bill.
Walang helmet.
Gusto mo mag-helmet? Meron naman.
Meron ba? Or...
Yeah. Okay? You okay?
Yeah. Okay, titingin. Focus ka lang.
And we dropped their laundry off at Swell Wash para malabhan yung clothes. So pag uwi, okay na, di ba? Hindi ka na maglalaba. Now to the highlight of the trip. My favorite place in the Philippines, it's Sohoton. And because it's my favorite place, I feel like it deserves a separate vlog of its own. So please watch out for that one. But yeah, I am so happy I finally took my husband to my favorite place in the Philippines. Sohoton is just super magical. It's like straight out of like a fairy tale for me. And I will always go back to Sohoton.
Siguro mga 7:20, 20 minutes po. Ako.
Kaya po siya tinatawag ng soto because papasok tayo susubot with kaya sir.
Which is Tropical Temple. You've probably seen it everywhere. It's super aesthetic, very Instagrammable, as they say. And yeah, it is as beautiful as it looks like on social media. The lobby with the cafe is lovely. When you walk around and see the rooms, it's also very well made. And ano to, treat to nung married couple for us, so we're really thankful. Thank you, Kuya Mark and Ate Erica. The number one reason people go to Siargao, not the motor, not the AFAM, but to go surfing. The waves are immaculate. The rest of the gang, while we were at Sohoton, already did their surfing in Pacifico, which they say is very beginner friendly, but it was an hour away from us. So me and my husband decided to go surfing at Cloud 9. It's my husband's first time, so very exciting. I've surfed at Cloud 9 7 years ago and kinaya naman. So kayang-kaya talaga to ng very athletic husband ko.
Surfing! How'd you find it, baby? Happy!
Finishing our Siargao trip strong, our newly engaged couple treated us for dinner for a feast at Naga.
Si Jared nag-video nun eh.
Okay, day 5 is departure, so 4 days and 5 nights. Paano yun? 4 days, 5 nights. Technically, it was 4 days and 4 nights in Paradise because we flew back to Clark in the morning on the 5th day. Then straight to Singapore via Manila right after. So it's really made sense that we parked the car in Clark Airport. Siargao definitely hits different now, post Andy, post Nadine. Back in 2018, there really weren't this much cafes, restos, resorts, hotels. But its raw beauty and its charm, the island's soul hasn't changed one bit. It still feels impossible to leave.